Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
So excited. Are we doing 100K and 100-day kickoff call? I need to be standing. I should stand because I've been sitting too much. Good to see y'all. Eve, are you seeing if you can hear us? I see you. I don't hear you though. And I see Kristen on the call. Feel free to get on
Mhm.
camera if you want, or just say hi, put it in the chat. Let me send a couple more. I know one of the lovely ladies got booked up. I know this was kind of last minute. So go all of you for making it. I know it's last minute, but I was like, well, rather than wait another week, we'll just, whoever can be here can be here. And it looks like several of you can be here. So awesome. I would say move your schedule around if possible to, book this out if you want. I want to make sure we do a weekly Zoom because I feel like it's a commitment for all of us, but it helps us stay on track. 1 second. I'm going to double check a couple more people. All right. So, welcome to our week one of 100K in 100 days. Essentially, I'm just going to plan to do this time. We'll probably have a week or two summer break at some point because of travels. I usually take a week or two off in the summertime, but outside of that, we're going to be here. Is everybody on Telegram? I thought I'd do some housekeeping too. I feel like I know I saw Debbie, you said hi. Eve, did you?
I'm there.
You're
I'm
there?
there on. Yes.
You said hi. Yes, I need to go through these chats. And I think it wasn't you that wasn't there, it was Ann Lee, and she's not on this call either. I know she's pretty slammed. So, okay. You are not behind, first of all. Let's let's talk about this. So yes, we want to have this mindset of 100 days, for example. But even though that's a short amount of time, it's also a long amount of time. So we don't want to feel like if it was like 10 days, I'd be like, yeah, we got to show up every day. Let's go. Let's have this 10-day goal. And we might do, I'd say some 5-day sprints mixed in here for some fun, some 5-day sales. I like a Monday through Friday challenge. Anybody? I like a short one. That's a short one. It's like, all right, but 100 days, you gotta pace some things out. But you also, I would really recommend really believing that you can make a goal happen in 12 weeks, the 12-week year kind of mindset instead of a whole year. And it absolutely is possible. And just by setting the goal, you're going to be like that much further by just being open to it than if you didn't. So I'll share if you haven't heard me talk about it or somebody else before, it's always a good reminder is the whole fleas in a jar analogy. So it's where they did a study and they like capped these fleas, fleas like to jump out and they put the cap on the like think of a mason jar, right? And they were jumping and jumping. I think it was something like 20 minutes to an hour. But after that point, they removed the like foil or whatever they were keeping them in with. But what's crazy is the fleas never again tried to jump beyond the top of the jar, ever. And I just think a lot of us get stuck like that. Like we think like, oh, I can just go this far. So I'll be sharing, here's the things that I'm just going to intuitively share with you, and then I'm going to take any questions if you want to talk is I'm going to share my personal, always favorite money mindset books because anything I'm going to share with you, I personally believe in. Um, they're in the seven figure club underneath your resources. So, also in the back office is like seven figure club is like the overall my mindset, my routine kind of premise. So, if you've not gone through those modules, I'd say 15 to 30 minutes a day. Pick a time that feels manageable to you. You know what? Every day during this process, I'm going to set aside 15 minutes to start at the top and just go through these videos or these systems. And 30 is even better, but if you're just overwhelmed and you're like, okay, 15 days, I'm going to pour into my tank Tiana's systems. I'm a part of this process. That's what I would say. Okay. And the Freedom Planner system is an epic place to start. It also is going to be about your 30-day calendar. So I would group this into three 30-day stints. The 100 days, it's essentially 90. Just sounds better to say 100K in 100 days, but and I'll be here for 100, I'll be here forever. But like I'm here forever. So some other tools I would recommend buying as I'm looking around my room would be a big, so this is, let's see if my AI, let me turn my AI back on for you guys. So let's see if it's gonna track. Okay, you guys ready? Yes. I figured you probably couldn't hear me, so I didn't talk while I did that. Okay. The first one is a 90-day, you can get a 90-day calendar for your wall. Okay. So here's some things I just recommend getting on your own ASAP, getting them on Amazon, get them ordered. So it's a 90-day whiteboard. So you can eat, because what you really want to do is have the next 90 days in front of you. Okay. And that's a business only calendar. So on my desk, I have a paper calendar. That's I put more of my personal stuff too, because like, look, if I'm picking up the kids from the airport, if you're going in for a doctor's appointment, this is more personal. And I also do put my big business deadlines. But over here on the whiteboard behind me, that is business only. And that's a tip I learned from Russell Brunson in a mastermind I went to last year. It's really helped me because it helps me be like, okay, my business deserves my priority. These deadlines matter. So if you guys want to put it in the chat, write it down, who's ordering their 90-day calendar. The second thing that and actually, you know what? If you guys want, here's what you know what? I'm going to make a system out of this while we're doing this. And I'm going to put this in your tools. How does that sound? 100K and 100 day. We're going to call this getting started list. So I'm going to make an Amazon list for y'all. Okay, one is you need a 90-day whiteboard calendar. It can be even that one's a heavier duty one because Eli got it from me from their Air Force office. But so nice of him. But like just the stick on cheapo ones are fine too because I mean, you really just need it for 90 days. You don't have to have the whiteboard unless you want to invest. I like the whiteboard. The harder version is much nicer. But whatever you can budget, whatever's available, whatever. Okay, we're not going to get caught up in that. That is a whatever moment. Okay, 90-day whiteboard. Okay, I love these. I think this is really good. This takes us seriously. This is one of my favorite things ever. These are huge post-it note things. And the reason I like these, they are so nice and sticky. They do not ever fall off the wall. And so I use this all up in my vision board closet when hopefully you guys upgrade and you come to visit me in Dallas, you will see that, okay? And but even just for writing down your goals, your money goals. So I'm going to give you guys links to these on Amazon after this call. I'm going to put it in our area. Okay, but still write it down because still like, let's go. 90-day whiteboard. Then we need a large post-it note. I don't always find it on Amazon. You might have to go to Staples. So Staples is the only place so far I have found it. So I'll try to find it for you
Office
guys.
Depot.
Yeah, I don't know because sometimes Home Depot, Office Depot doesn't have everything.
Office.
Staples. I know.
Yeah.
I'm like the boys always talk about Home Depot. So, and then
Office
the other
Depot
one.
usually has them. I don't have a
Okay.
Staples,
Yeah,
so I
that's where I've
it.
seen
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably better anyway, because sometimes if you ship something like that, somebody could like crunkle it, and that's really annoying
Yeah.
when you want it straight. So I'd say just go grab it.
Wrinkle.
The large post-it note, but I'm still gonna put the link just in case we need it. And then a money goal whiteboard sticker. Again, I will fight this for you. So, I mean, I drew mine over there, but I'm really honestly terrible at drawing. So I'm gonna probably order one myself too, like a money thermometer. So we want a money thermometer. I would recommend do it monthly. Set a goal. And then like what you'll want to do is print out Tiana's goals and such. So I'm going to show you where those are at real quick before we jump into this. So what we're going to do, and I'll show you this on the back end of how we're going to run this, is one second. It's making me relog in. Any questions? If you're raising your hand, I can't see you because I'm on the other page. You're just gonna have to talk if anybody has a question. Just blurt it. Say hello, whatever you want to do. Yes, no, maybe so. Nope. Okay. Okay. On the back end, then over here. So think of 7-figure club, which all of you guys have access to when you're logged in. If you don't, if for some reason you're only seeing one of the things, just let me know. This is essentially my core curriculum just as a human being. So, but what I'm going to do for part of this 100K and 100 days is that's more like we are like really setting some high goals here. Okay. So over here, all of you guys should have access to this, and I'm going to be building this. And this is not going to be like a full course. It's essentially like FAQs. I will put the recordings in here. So I will have I'll create a section and we're going to call it, replays. It was being really weird. They like updated things. We'll say June through August. Okay. And then I'll just title it for the date. and I'll add it as a section down here. We're going to make it visible. Make visible so you're all going to get alerted. Is everybody in this piece? Because this is going to be like right now, what I'm going to do. Okay, cool. Is I'm going to make a new section and we're going to call this, we're just going to title it Getting Started Checklist. Does that sound good? We're going to do this together. I really want this to like serve you guys. This is different. You know, I've obviously have tons of courses and stuff you can take, but this is going to be for you guys. So tell me if there's something that you're like, I would love to see this. And I'll be like, let's do it. Let's start. Okay, so we're going to title this Getting Started Checklist. Okay, so today I'm going to come in here and these things that I'm going to tell you to do, I'll either tag you, like this one, I'm going to tag you in screenshot, but these things I'm going to actually like give you the Amazon links or mindset links, things like that. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, so let's talk about mindset for a minute while we're in this area. Okay, so there's some really good books I recommend. Firstly, I'm gonna go out of here and show you. Really in the seven figure club, if you want my mindset and my like organization, just scroll down to resources, okay? And go down to the bottom. These are my desk and tech setup. I updated this like a month ago, so this is up to date. Here's my top books and Audible books, and I'm going to add something to it really quick. I love, love, love. I'm putting it at the very top, by the way. It was so good. Was Shark Tales by Barbara Corcoran. I really recommend this from a business standpoint for you guys. Okay. And again, I'll get these links later. I love when it doesn't like, oh, yay, it worked. So
Mm.
I recommend that book. I would say from a mindset, did I put my YouTubes in here? And then we're gonna add something else. We're gonna say
I don't see them.
Tiana's top YouTube audios self-development. Okay, so I actually have a whole seven-figure club playlist that I constantly am adding to, and I thought it was in here and it's not. And then money mindset. Okay, so this one is gonna be okay, there's two in money mindset that I want you to list. There's three. One, two. Hey, we've got 100 days. Let's go. I want you guys. Okay, here's the challenge. Do not listen to the news. Okay, so I'm going to give you challenges. I'm like, here's some things I really don't think you need to be doing. No news. No sounds on your phone. Zero, zero, zero. Somebody's emergency, they can call 911. I'm so serious right now. Zero social media link alerts. The only alert you can have is ours. No, and to be consistent, I'd say don't have anything. Like turn off all alerts. It is your slave. You are not its slave. Everybody say it with me. It's a tool. Don't be a tool.
It's a tool. Don't be a tool.
Yes. I would
Except I
like
need
to
mine
free
for
you.
my other job. Mine has to have sound for my other job. I'm a
Okay. Well,
therapist.
you might
So
be in an
that's
ER. Okay. So that's the only thing you can leave on then. Everything else,
yeah,
turn it off.
yeah.
Okay. Because we
That's all
got
I
it.
have on it.
Okay, good job. Good job. So maybe I'm preaching to the choir. I'll preach away, okay? Zero sounds on your phone. Okay. Like let me see what the chat's saying over here. Yes, put it on disturb. Exactly. So you can have different things going on. Okay, I'm just making sure everybody got on that need to get on. Okay, so let me give you some the YouTube playlist. So I'm just going to share my screen and share with you how to like make your own playlist, things like that. Tiana has playlists. Seven Figure Club. Let me go find it. Okay, any questions? Because I need to like scroll and I don't want to like make you deal with that. Okay, questions, thoughts. Are you guys pumped? Do you know what your goals are? 30. I have a lot of playlists on here, guys.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I'm gonna keep scrolling. Maybe it's not even, I wonder if it's not even on this account. I think it might be on my other account. Like I have a personal account that I like save everything to. So I might need to go find my personal account. But while I'm looking for this playlist, because we're just gonna take care of it so that you guys have like the best stuff available after this. I'm so excited to share it with you. Yeah, I think it's on my other account. 1 second, switch account. It's under my Tiana Smith private account. I'm going to give you my private information that I thought I was saving in a different location. All right, who wants to share their goal? Who wants to share their 30-day goal? Who's going to get brave?
Post one video a day.
I love it. Okay, but I also want to hear your money goal. Like, but you don't get out that easy.
No, I'm on my video conference.
Seven Figure Club Wisdom. I think it might be Seven Figure Club Wisdom. And there's like 100 videos here. So,
So I've been, hey, it's Chris. I have
Chris.
been doing lots of research there on TikTok, and it was talking about posting multiple times a day. And it shows that in the beginning, your videos views are going to go down, but on the back end, your video views go up. And so it's kind of like it's playing catch up. So my
Mm-hmm.
biggest thing
Huh.
is posting 3 to 5 times a day on TikTok, Facebook, likes my algorithm a little more. So I'm going to try to post more there. I have done a lot of research on text versus pictures and videos, and it seems that Facebook likes pictures and videos over just a text status. So I'm going to try and do higher quality pictures and videos for every single one of my posts on my personal and my business page. And my long term goal has always been roughly 2,500 a month. Um, and it's going to be easily achievable. I just really haven't tried. And so now that I'm in this program, it's kind of one of those, when you invest your own money, it really makes you work a lot harder. So
Yeah.
I have been actively in the background getting all of my socials ready, my mindset ready to think about when I'm going to post, how I'm going to post it, the times a day that I'm going to post it, and really pushing that. But for July, I'd really like 2,500 to 5,000. My push is 5,000, but I'd like my minimum to be 2,500.
Okay, so what I'd say is you got to decide which one. If you've never made 2,500, then start there. And then like there is a money guide I'm going to show you guys in the Seven Figure Club. And that's what I'm going to have through your print, like through your guys' 100K. I'm going to kind of organize your getting started checklist for you after this call today. And so it'll say like replay one, like or week one, and then it'll be like getting started checklist. So we'll have the replay. I'm going to have these links that I'm sharing and download the milestone. So if you want 5,000, well, and you've not made 2,500, then have milestone one be 2,500, milestone two, 5,000, and set dates on it. And you can move this all around. That's a printable you can move around, but start where you need to start because if your mind is saying 5,000 or 20, it confuses. So money loves a plan. Money loves exactness, right? We don't want to have different numbers. We got to just stick to one. Cool.
Okay.
And then also with your posting, just side note, and this is a space, can I give you guys like real honest coaching feedback? Because the point of this is like to actually like overcome things. Kristen, without hitting 2,500 a month, you're posting too much actually. So I don't
Okay.
think you should focus on all these high quality content. It would be better to have one really good video a day. Get in the swing of that. If you're already used to posting daily, then follow my 3 10 10 3. Have you gone through that yet?
Um,
You
I,
have you?
I don't think I've hit that.
Okay,
I just
so
kind of started
follow
at the top.
that. Don't watch other videos. What I'm going to ask you guys to do during this process and give it at least 30 days of my exact method because there's a lot of people out there saying different things, different. I have like a lot of experience in this. So follow that method, which is 2 posts, 1 video, or for some of you that if you even feel overwhelmed by 3 posts, focus on you got to map it out and know what you're hitting. I ideally 3 is great, but one thing a day that's good is fine too, honestly. Just daily is the key because of algorithms, okay? So that sound good, Chris? And so start with the 3 10 10 3. You're gonna have an access to it. I can screenshot it, but don't deviate from other people, randos on the internet. I don't know their data. I don't know what money they're paying in the ads. Since I can't see their analytics, I can't say that's good advice.
Okay. Okay. I
Cool.
can do it. Yep.
Okay, so decide if it's 25, it's 25. If it's really 5,000 and you want to have that as your 30-day goal and you want to say 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 for your 30-day milestone goal, you guys need to print that out. Everybody with me?
Yes.
So Kristen's goal is 2,500 for July. Eve, what's yours for July?
2,500 because I've never made any money in my business yet.
Let's go. So
We
that's
haven't
all
we
that's
haven't
going to be the
launched.
first milestone anytime. It's going to usually be 2,500, 5,000, 10, and then we're going to start to double. Okay? So, Debbie, how much would you like to make July?
Well, I had said 1,000 at first, but Eve just inspired me since I haven't
All
really
right.
made much money with mine either. So I'm going to go with 2,500 too, because why not?
Yes.
And I also want,
Snaps. See how the group is already working? I love it.
well, Tiana, I always shoot low because, a life
You
low
used
and
to, but not
yeah,
anymore, Debbie,
not
because you're in
anymore,
the new
right? So I'm,
era.
I'm exactly, it's the me
Yes.
era. And then I want
Yes.
to get to boosting my video a day, like my one tip of a day
Yes.
that I was doing pre crazy life.
So those are
So
your actions. So that's what I would tell all of you guys. If that's your money goal, everybody just focus on the 3, 10, 10, 3. This is what I would tell you to do for July is really just get this first
10.
goal board. If I was going to simplify this for you, okay? The other thing I would say is you need to learn the Freedom Planner system to your day. Like you have to be accountable to your daily actions, which the 3, 10, 10, 3 is your marketing piece, but you do need self-development. So I'm going to give you guys these tools. Here's the best way of doing this. And I learned this from some millionaire mentors years ago, and they were the system that I followed. They didn't teach me strategy. It was just that mindset. And it's this mindset piece, these audios I'm going to give you. I would really say throw out the news, throw out all alerts, unfollow everything that's yucky. Do not ask why something bad, ask why something good. Like you got to it's time, like honestly, the time is to reprogram your mind. A big part of this is going to be mindset. Because if you're showing up and you're like, I'm going to show up and do my marketing daily, but you're also reprogramming your mind to receive more money, you're going to be amazed at how much money you can receive. But you have to believe it's possible for you. So I want to reprogram your mind during this time. The marketing, the tips are great, but if you're marketing and you're posting, you're like, I don't know if it's gonna work. Who really wants to listen to me? Like these are the thoughts you gotta like stop. Okay? You guys are all experts in your field. You all have amazing experience, and there's other people out there that do not know near as much as you know. I have not as much experience, and they're making way more money than you. Why do you think that is?
Confidence.
Yeah, they believe in themselves.
That's what it is. Okay.
Mhm.
So is anybody else a Ted Lasso fan on here?
I hear it's
Okay.
great, but I don't have the channel.
No worries, don't worry about it. He has a cool belief sign, but I'll figure out something. I have affirmations for you you can print out. Okay. So I have organized your getting started stuff. So let me show you where that's at. Okay. So over here, I'm going to give you the money mindset. The month one, this is what this is what was told to me by the millionaire mentors that I told you took me. I didn't even believe I could make 5K a month. And they said you have to set it at 10,000 a month. Okay. Now, you guys, at that point, I was making close to five. So I'd say if you haven't made the 2,500, we're going to keep it there, but we're going to raise it quickly. Month one, every day, 30 days in a row. And if you miss a day, this is what they told me. You can decide if you want to do it or not. I'm not your mom. If you miss a day, you start over. It's Earl Nightingale's The Strangest Secret. It's a 30-minute listen. You can listen while you're walking, you can listen while you're doing dishes, while you're exercising, whatever you want to do. I'm going to find you these videos, okay? So, The Strangest Secret. So, this was challenged to me, and I will say this was the beginning of a lot of things changing for me, and I did do it daily. Because once you start getting in, and let's say you're in day 10, you don't want to miss a day because then you're starting over. Like if you make this commitment to yourself, okay? The point of this is like if what you've been doing work, then you would already be there. So you really have to come to this in a very like humble, coachable way, just for yourself. I don't know all the answers. I'm definitely somebody that gives people things like this is what got me there. So I'm going to show you what got me there. Does that make sense? So I'm
Hmm.
not going to like deviate. This is what I did. The other one after this is going to be Neville Goddard. What is his? Which is the one? I recommend this one. And then You Were Born Rich. This is number one, number one. Like I think like you got to listen to this ASAP. Here's the audiobook. And with
Tiana,
that,
since it
yeah.
looks like that we're all here on the same $2,500 goal, are we doing on our 2,500? Are we doing $2,500 in sales or $2,500 in profit? I'm so sorry. I'm very OCD.
You're all good. A profit. It doesn't have to be not profit. It just has to be sales.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't need to get into tax stuff. Okay, this is the one that if you guys want to take this challenge, which I really recommend you do, would be the month one. Okay, so listen to this maybe while you're first thing in the morning. You'll learn why. I will tell you, there's a line in there that has stuck with me all these years. it says that like if you eat I can't even remember which poison he's talking about. But if somebody essentially gives you like a nightshade and puts it in your tea, whether an enemy puts it there or a friend, it still can kill you. And the point was that you need to protect your mind from your goals. And whether a friend or family member is telling you something negative, it doesn't matter. It can still kill you. Or if you're telling it to yourself. The point is you need to pluck up all poison and poisonous thoughts out of your mind once and for all. Because like that's where everything is really coming from. It is. So you have if you're saying anything, believing anything negative about yourself, and anything negative includes not believing this is possible for you, anything about your body, anything about your beliefs, then that's like essentially poison. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to put a stop to it. And you actually need to correct yourself. A Tony Robbins approach to this is correcting yourself and saying, like, that's not true. In fact, so if you're like, Debbie, if you said, you know me, Tiana, I always aim low. And you know, I'm not going to affirm that for you. I'm going to say, no, maybe you used to. The truth is, I know that I'm worthy of more. And now I set high goals and I achieve them. And I
Yeah.
really enjoy the whole journey. So do you see how you can like nip it in the
She
bud?
reframed it.
Well, what's funny is I mean, I'm a therapist, right?
Yeah.
So I teach people this
Yes.
every day. I work
Yeah.
with individuals and they nail it,
Yeah.
but and I still,
Yeah.
I still struggle
Yeah.
because you know my story, right?
Yeah.
Raised by a narcissist, married a narcissist,
Yeah.
but I'm healing now, so I do believe
That's
it. That's
right.
why I committed to this program because I'm like, I can do this.
You
I can do
can.
this. Yeah,
You
yeah,
absolutely can. And I'm always gonna affirm the truth, right? So I'm not here to like put any of you in your place. But if I hear you say something, and I do the same to myself, right? Like if I hear myself like, okay, for example, I did a video today. I do recommend you guys watch it. I think you'll think it's funny. It's very real. I just felt like I should post it because for not just you guys, but maybe somebody on the internet. And it's easier just on a longer video to just put it on YouTube. So you know what? Maybe there's some kid in another country and they're or a woman not believing in themselves and they can watch it, see my tech issues, see my AI issues, but I'm not going to give up. And then know that I'm like 183K from a goal 6 days in. But what if it all came in the last day? And what if that's the test? Or what if it doesn't and I hit it next month? So I want you guys to set your goals, but I do want you to detach from them. And that's a tricky part we're going to work on through this process. Because you should not take it personal if it doesn't happen. So there's two things. This was something that really helped me in business. There's goals and there's tasks. And this has to do with, I train on this in the Freedom Planner system. So you set your goal. I have an extra, and you want to say I have an extra $2,500 buyer before July 31st. I'm so happy and grateful. And a little timer trick, if you guys want to be annoying with yourself, would be to have that affirmation in your phone going off on the hour, for the hour, 12 times a day. So that was in the training from those same mentors that I told you about. And I will tell you, it totally works. So, I think I have this in my training, but just a reminder, put that goal in your phone underneath the alarms, right? And you're going to have the alarm, okay? You're going to set it for 12 times a day, the same affirmation. This is one of the only alerts you get. Okay, so it's so annoying. And again, you might have to turn it off if you were about to go into a meeting, turn off that hourly one. But every time it goes off, do you know what it's doing? What's it gonna
Putting your
do?
mind in the right place.
That's right. I mean, it does. I mean, really, you're gonna probably be like, this is so annoying. I mean, that's how I was. But so your subconscious is gonna keep working for you. So you're gonna show up, you're gonna do the mindset work, you're gonna do your daily 3 10 10 3, and then this alarm's gonna go off 12 times a day. And you're gonna be like, I hate Tiana, or like, I'm just kidding. I don't want to speak that over our situation or our relationship. But you're like, oh, why is she like? And then that's the other thing. If you think things like, why did I do this? Why is Tiana asking me to do this? I am asking to be your Mr. Miyagi. Okay, I'm gonna tell you to wax on and to wax off, and just know I'm in it with you, right? Like all of our journeys, every day we get up. Like sometimes it feels like Groundhog's Day till we get to the next level. But guess what's going to happen then? You're going to have those challenges for the next level. So let's try to enjoy our day in the meantime. Cool? Okay, questions, thoughts.
I think the alarms, it's Chris. I think the alarms are really great. And at first, they're going to be a surprise to all of us, but after so long, it's going to be a habit because then we're going to look at the clock and it's going to be 12:29 and we're going to start looking at that clock every day at 12:29 and we know at 12:30 that alarm is getting ready to come and set off and then we're going to know what that says. So it's going to be like we get up every day and we have to start our work day at 8 a.m. We have to go into the office and clock in at 8 a.m. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
But then our affirmation alarms are going to become our 8 a.m. clock in after so long. And I think it's great. I think that's such a genius approach. And I think I think a lot of us here have probably watched, inspirational videos and motivational videos. And you're the first person that I've heard talk about that. And I think that is such a groundbreaking approach for shifting the mindset without, I guess, really trying because it just becomes a subconscious after so long.
Yep, it does. And thank you. I appreciate it. She's now one teacher's pet for the day. No, I'm just kidding. I am teacher's pet. Actually, all of you all, like you're all dream clients. Yes, Eve, go ahead.
Has your Freedom Planner changed at all since the last time I ordered one?
Yeah. So here's
Okay.
where it's at. So I was actually just typing this up for you guys. Okay, so it's in lesson 5 in Seven Figure Club. Okay, and I'm not going to move all this because it's in Seven Figure Club already. There's a couple things. I put this 30-day 3-10-10-3 challenge because I do feel like my planner as well as the marketing piece is imperative to each other. This is all here. So you're going to watch the video. You're going to click here to download the calendar and checklist. So this is the calendar you guys need to be sticking to, okay? Then you're going to download this one's a little, this is the same. It's a little girly if you don't like the
It's the
colors.
same. Yeah.
Is this one the same one? This side
Yeah.
right here?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
maybe you ordered one of my special ones. Okay. And
Yeah.
then, so you guys can print this out, the success tracker. I do have a brand new version coming out. It's just not done yet because I've been redoing it. But essentially, I will say the daily part is the magic. And then down here is the goal setting printable if you want to really get clear on what this looks like. And I really map out what this means if you've not been trained by me before. So you could, I would say maybe start here, honestly, map out the 90 days, your 100-day goals. Like what are going to be your daily non-negotiables? What are your business career goals? And make this for your 100-day goal. This is more like 100 days, not weekly, not monthly. This is like how do you want to show up? And I don't recommend doing the non-negotiables till you've done the other work. Because what the daily non-negotiables are your tasks. So let's go back to goals versus tasks, okay? Goals is something you're setting and you really can't control the timing or the number. So if you're like, I want to weigh this much by this date, or I want to make this much by this date, that's a great goal. Can we really control that outcome? No, but we can make it get there faster by the kinds of habits/tasks that we're doing daily, right? So if I have a body goal, I would say always track on my food, task. Okay, so the goal is, okay, let's say I'm like, I want to lose 5 pounds this month. Let's say that's the goal, okay? So, okay, I weigh this much by or before July 30th. Okay, that would be the affirmation daily, okay? That's still a goal. Underneath it would be 3 daily habits that I'm going to do to help move that goal faster. Okay, what would it be? Track on my food, eat clean, exercise, move my body, right? That's it. So, and the more I do that, let's say I didn't hit it, I lost 2 pounds in a month, I'd be like, oh, let me take a look at those daily tasks. Can I edit any of those to hit my goal faster? Make sense? It's going to be the same with your money goal. If your money goal is I have an extra $2,500 or more coming in my bank account by or before July 30th, then your tasks are going to be 3, 10, 10, 3. Your tasks are going to be, and that's just one because you need to do some other things for your business. Maybe it's like make that 1-minute video every day, right? Which that's your 3, 10, 10, 3. So let's say it was that day's task would be like, I'm sending an email to my email list, or I'm going to reach out to 3 new leads on LinkedIn and pitch my stuff, like apart from the 3, 10, 10, 3. You guys with me? So in 1 month, if you didn't make that 2,500, then we need to adjust what those tasks are looking like. Make sense?
Makes sense. Yep.
So it's empowering because see, if you write the goal down daily and you've got all these alerts going off, but then if we really just then focus, reverse back, like a little rewind, and we're like, okay, let's reverse engineer this. How can I actually get further ahead? Cool. So those are like the trainings, and I'm going to put that in there. And honestly, I might be able to scooch this module from Mighty Networks into the 100K in 100 days as like getting started module. Okay. So I'll try and see if I can like organize these resources so you don't need to go looking for them. But pretty much they're already in the 7-figure club. I do kind of want to keep the 100K to the calls to like if there's special things we're kind of going through. I do have a 100K and a 100-day worksheet. I held an event here. So let me go look at this for you guys real quick, okay? Any questions while I'm finding this? Let's see. Okay, cool. This one is more about, okay, this is perfect. Hallelujah. Isn't it great when a plan comes together and you didn't even mean it to? Okay, I'm going to make you guys viewers. Let's go through this. This is everything. This is the money mindset and habits. This is like the piece we were missing, and it's already organized and ready to print. Are you guys ready for this? How fun is this? I'm excited. I'm so excited that I organized this the last time. Okay. So this is the thing you're going to download, which essentially is Master Your Mind, Magnetic Money, Mindset, and Goals. Okay. This is like the higher level. So, getting into the daily planners, nitty gritty, getting into your daily marketing routine. It's the nitty gritty of the day. Okay. But we need to keep our eyes focused on the prize. What is your vision for this? How is this changing your life? So I want you guys to print this out. These are my personal daily goals that I do. I do believe in doing this. This is my daily routine. And I did it for so long, I don't even have to look at this list. I did all these things already today. The first thing, probably first hour of the day. Okay. Um, Now here are some fun affirmations you could print up. You could print out this piece of paper a few places. You can put it in your car. You can put it on your mirror in the morning. You can put it where you get dressed. You can put it beside your computer. I believe in repetition, 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 repetition. I'm not leaving space for darkness and negative Nancy's, including myself, to come in here and rip out my seeds that I'm planting. You guys with me? So if you're going and planting all these seeds, but then you're like, oh, it probably won't work. Who's going to listen to me? Ah, no, 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 no. Like it's time for yes. And the yeses make mo money. Okay. So here's some fun affirmations. Okay. And then you can write your favorite one in. Here is the money goal checklist that I just talked about. It's all in here and there's actually screenshots. I believe in putting your vision board on the back of your phone, on the back of your computer. You guys got to get these vision boards done. That's on your checklist. That's in my training. Vision board, digital version, back of phone, back of computer, print it out everywhere, color. Okay. You're going to have to follow my training on how to do this. If you guys want and you need some extra help on this, we could do that next week. But essentially I have a whole training on this. I don't like to repeat myself, especially because you guys are in a group coaching program. If you could go watch it and then we can do custom Q&A every week and talk strategy. I think that's a better use of our time. Don't you? So over here where you can go watch the vision board training is, it's one of these. It's here. So I actually give you the Canva template to making your vision board in Canva, and how do you do it is on this video. Okay. So really like the concepts of what I'm wanting to teach you are already in here, but we're going to like stay on track together. Okay. This is all in 7-figure club. Automate to dominate is really more about systems. And right now we're talking money, mindsets. We're not talking our funnels right now. We're talking like, how do you set your mind up to start this strong? Okay. Scrolling down. Okay. Questions about this?
Does this system have a way to search for that, for anything that you've been telling us, since they're kind of spread out? Is there a way to search so it takes us directly to it?
Okay, so what I would say is if I say money goal, no, I don't know if there's a search. I don't know. I'll check, but I don't think there is because it's just so many words, right? But what I would say is like, that's why I said at the beginning, if you set aside 15 minutes a day, I would really just go through this because my 7-figure club is really about how do you run a 6, 7-figure business. It's not automate to dominate. It's Like, because you should know, you should be doing how to organize your Canva for success. I am going to take this video and put this in 100K in 100 days. So this module would be number one module to start with. This is module 5. It's right here. And just like all these are great, but honestly, if you just start with this one, this has the calendar, this has the freedom planner. In my pajamas, I walk you through the whole morning routine. For the money mindset, those things, I'm going to put all that in 100K in 100 days for you. So I'm going to try to kind of getting started checklist right here. I'm going to make this like what we're talking about today for you. Cool. So I'm going to give you guys this, let's see, where's the one that I just, okay, this is the one I'd really start with because this is like getting everything we're talking about in one place. Okay, here's your money mindset goal chart. This was the thing I was talking about earlier about base camps. So you want to have like milestone goals and think of it like you're going up the mountain. So if month 1 is 2,500, that's the ultimate goal, then what I would do is set that as base camp 3. And okay, so let's celebrate your first 500. Let's then celebrate 1,500 or 1,000, and then let's do 2,500. You can divide it up however feels really doable to you, but I would definitely celebrate your first 500 right here. Okay, guys? So make 20 if 2,500 is the goal. So does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So if you hit it and exceed it by the 20th of the month, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna
Increase it.
That's right. You're going to print a new one. So you're going to be like, okay, 3,000. And even if it's just like a few days apart and it's just by 500 extra, this is where getting really on top of it, celebrating your wins, not calling it in, or you could always add like a base camp 4 down here or something, put a little flag on the flag, whatever way you want to do it, make it easy. Again, here's the daily to-do list. This is like this planner I made for specifically helping everybody with everything. This is like everything you need to be doing in one place. Okay. This is the other piece. This is more automate to dominate. So I would really say, and then that was like a call to action because I think I printed it out for 100K and 100-day live workshop I did. So this is the one I would say we're going to start with. I'm going to organize everything for you today. But ultimately, if you have questions and you forget and it didn't seem that organized, just message me in Telegram. And also, if you guys do not have Telegram on your computers, I do recommend you download everything here. Okay, I see you now, Eve. Over here. Okay, so if I'm like, hey, here's the module, like, let me just share with you. Okay, allow. I don't want that. I want like I wanted to do a file, I guess. So I'm going to grab the screenshot that I just took of, but I'm going to try and put everything like in organized for you. Okay, it's this one. Say start here. 7-figure club, go to module 5. There you go. Cool. And so questions, thoughts, processes, are you feeling like you can do this? Where are you at?
I think probably the first week, at least for me, it's going to be the first week or two is just diving into the system, getting used to listening to all the words, listening to everything that's happening, and just getting a system into place. And then I think I've already started in there looking and listening. I think probably after the first week of kind of going through it every single day, it won't be new to me anymore. And then I'll be able to start my walking. Right now, I'm just trying to get all the information in, and then I'll be able to push it out once it's all in, if that kind of makes sense.
Okay, I'm taking some notes over here.
I
I'm going
feel
to categorize these things for you guys.
I figured the first week would probably be slow. That was just kind of where my mindset was. Just, not really knowing what to expect, what to hear, what to see, just kind of getting it all in, taking it in, and then being able to push it out into the world. So,
Well, I would never say slow. Once again, slow is again a thought. So we don't need like God, universe, whatever you believe, I believe in God, can speed things up. So when you guys are aligned, so what I'm trying to do with this mindset work is I want you to align with a version of yourself that believes they can receive while they're sleeping, while you're out having fun, that somehow you magically meet someone who's like, oh my goodness, I want 100 signs and $1,000 a sign. Well, that would be $100,000. Why couldn't that happen to you? Or Eve, like you meet somebody and they're like, how much would it cost? I want you to redo my style. I want you to do my house. I want you to redo my closet. You're like $50,000. And they're like, done, let's go. Let's go shopping. See what I mean? Debbie, you could get this book deal and then they buy like 10,000 books and workbooks for all these people. Like, you guys be open to big deals, be open to
Yeah.
big money. So we're going to
Yeah.
start with where you're at, but we're not going to say that things have to go slow. We're not going to limit things. And that's why the affirmations, when you guys go through the training, it says, I have this much
Right.
by or before or more. I have this much or more by or before. No, like, and we're going to slow down in the sense of, I want you to take time for yourself. You don't need to wake up and be in reactive mode. That's not fast. That's like, we should get to have quiet moments, fun moments. We shouldn't have to work 24/7. Those who work harder don't make more money. That's not how this works. That's not how it works. So we want to, why my online systems, I sell them is because then it actually makes it available that we could automate sales while we're sleeping. But we have to actually align that a belief system that could even happen for that to happen. That doesn't just happen. That's because people believe that should happen to them.
That is
Okay.
probably going to be my biggest takeaway at the end of this 100 days is to be able to make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week without having to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I think it's possible for all of us in here. And I'm really excited to, it's really great because I feel like a lot of us that are participating are kind of on the same level in our own business. And there's not a competition here. And I think it's going to be great to encourage each other and be able to motivate, especially since we're all kind of right here on that first stage in the beginning of all of our businesses.
And the thing is though, you guys aren't. So I'm gonna call everybody out on this. You're not beginners. You are trying to increase your money capacity. All of you have years of experience. Raise your hand if you have years and years of experience. You're not a beginner. You may not, you need to increase your money mindset. On top of that, you don't need to make money 24/7. What you just need is $10,000 from one client once a month or $20,000 on a Thursday. So I don't even want to limit to that. Why do we need to make money 24/7? I don't need to make money 24/7. I just need like, 100K on a Thursday once a month. Do you see what I mean? I'm just going to challenge all the beliefs because they're not true. And they're just based in a lot of masculine marketing too. Like, oh, I got to like hustle harder. And like, yeah, you want to have this ATM machine all the time. And I'm like, no, we don't. We don't need that. I don't need that. Do you need that?
I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of the hustle.
Yeah.
It's like the hustle, hustle,
Yeah.
hustle all the time.
Yeah. So now you're going to need to learn habits and don't get it twisted that that's hustling. We have to have habits that support us running a profitable business. And Kristen, I love what you said and I love your enthusiasm and I love your love, but I'm just going to call out certain things because I don't want you guys believing falseness about your potential. That's all.
No, I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I love the fact that if I say something and you're coming in and correcting it and saying, don't think that way, let's think this way, because I mean, I've been doing what I've been doing for 6 years, and
Not a
I'd
beginner,
rather,
right? You're an expert
right,
at
it's
making
exactly
those
right.
signs. Not a
And
beginner.
you're 100% right on that. So I personally, I will never get upset with anybody here, you or anybody else chiming in and saying, hey, I see that you believe that way, but here's what I believe, because I think it's important that we all have our own takes and we can learn from each other. So I think
Yep.
it's just accepting opinions.
And I'm actually going to say something. This is something I've not done before, but I'm in a class right now and they asked everybody to not critique each other, to let Kat, as I'm in this video marketing training, do that, but to give encouragement. And because I do have a very strategic way that I do like to approach business, and sometimes in group settings, sometimes people share information, but it's not correct information about marketing or mindset. Can I ask you guys to do that? So I don't really want you guys critiquing each other. I want you encouraging each other. And if you have a question, let me answer it. Only because I want to be your expert. There's lots of time. And then there might be times, though, that I do say, hey, what do you guys think of this headline? Everybody chip in. So if I'm asking for the feedback for somebody else, let's do it that way. Does that feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Because I want you to have feedback for each other. But sometimes, since marketing is my expertise and also the mindset and the money and the wealth building, if you guys aren't there yet. So, for example, if I was giving style tips and I was in a style course with Eve, now here's the thing: style is subjective too, but on one hand it is, one hand it isn't, like any art. But I want you guys to know that, like, I just want to make sure that the marketing things, because there's so much misinformation on YouTube and on TikTok from these other people that just doesn't work. And I'd really ask that you guys really don't go into other programs temporarily. You can, again, and it's not a personal thing, it's not a competitive thing. It's just like when you sign up for something and you're like, hey, I want the level of it to be here. And again, there's just, again, so much misinformation where people are like, oh, you don't have to post daily, or you don't need to like send an email, you don't need a funnel. And that's all bullshit. So I don't want people in here thinking like, oh, I don't need the funnel and I don't need to post, or I need to post 7 times a day. No, you don't need to do any of that. I'm going to tell you the minimums that's going to be required to stay in the algorithm, and it's 3. And 1 is the minimum. So 3 is going to keep you more boosted. 1 is going to still keep you there. You with me? That's as simple as it is across all platforms. Tried and tested over and over again. Okay. So it's that simple. It's 3 or 1. So everybody say it with me. It's 3 or 1.
It's 3 or
3
1.
or 1.
If you're going to choose 1, I'd choose a daily video tip. I think it's better to have your post because it really shows your, well, on Facebook, just like she said, it's actually not video. Post and even text convert much better on Facebook. Hence why I tell you, do the 2 kinds of posts I teach, which is like selfie based, lifestyle based, visual, branded based, and a video, because then we're covering all 3 bases. Do you see what I mean? So that's why I teach that way. That's why it's worked for years. So I'm going to be the expert here in these areas. But again, I really do want you guys to feel free to be yourself. You're not on eggshells. You're not getting kicked out, baloney. You're all handpicked. I love all of you. It's a supportive, positive place. Okay, so Tuesdays, does this time work okay for everybody? You make it work? Okay, let's just stick it out then. And any questions before we go? Any thoughts? Any like thing you want? Like, just we got you. Come on. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do right away? What you got?
I'm going to just look over everything you just went through and
Okay.
just get my head wrapped around it. So I feel better because now I felt lost, but that's because the information hadn't been shared yet. I always feel like
Yeah, it
I'm
hadn't
missing.
been shared yet.
I'm
Yeah.
always missing. So, yeah, so I feel good that I have it all. So I'll review it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
So
from
this
there and then
program, just
start.
so you guys know, is custom to all of you because I've already created systems. So that's why I left the 100K and 100-day blank. I wanted to see where everybody was at. What I've taken away is, it sounds like I'm going to put together the organization for your getting started checklist. I think vision board's the mindset printable, like I talked about. You guys need to get that done ASAP just because you want to have that in front of you, right? Like, why are you doing this? And I would love if everybody would share their vision boards if they feel inclined to. Like, send a screenshot to the Telegram app, like, hey, I got it done. So I would say your homework, if you would so like to do this, would be to get your vision board done, get the timers in your phone done, get the setup done, get the planner printed out, and get your 3-10-10-3 organized. And even if you got all this done before the first of the month, it's perfect timing. You've got a full week. Isn't that great? Get it all aligned so you can really go into July like, I got this. Cool. That's what I would say. Like, let this be a prep week. Don't feel overwhelmed. I'd say if you don't have it all done by this weekend, make sure you get it all done by this weekend. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to review your goals with you on the live call next week. So I'm in this program right now. I wanted to see how she ran her group courses, and she like reviews everybody's stuff. She's going over 20 people. We only have like 6 to 8. I'm hoping to still get the last 2 spots. Also, if any of you guys have any friends that you think should be in this program, I feel like the virtual price point and pay as you can pricing is crazy. So if there's 2 people, if any of you guys have any friends, I'll either give you a credit for referring them or like put me in touch with them. We just have 2 spots left. Cool? Okay,
Mhm.
any other questions, thoughts? I'm going to make your checklist, all that. Is there anything else you need to see?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we over until our, our next call, Can we share our, small triumphs in the messages? For
Yeah.
me, I get really excited, if I make a sale or I hit a goal. And
Yeah.
it's one of those, if you post it on social media, oh my gosh, I wanted to make $300 today and I did it,
Yeah, don't do that on
it,
social media.
that's right, because sometimes it's like you get two things. You get the positivity, and then you get the, oh, she's boasting, blah blah blah. So
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah, this is absolutely a space. I'm going to figure out the thread. So I'm new to using Telegram for the group. So you guys, please bear with me the first week or two. Okay. I'm trying to organize it. The reason I chose Telegram is there's a way to do threads. So here's the threads I'm thinking is Tiana only posts. Please don't post on there. Okay. Even replying to me, there's going to be community chat, which I think we could use a hashtag like celebration in the community chat. And if I could have your permission, I'll ask your permission if you don't want me to share. But it is nice for me as like trying to get you guys in your sales up if I get permission to be able to share that. But you can say no or yes to that. But I think like maybe a hashtag celebration, hashtag sale. We can come up with like just something easy. You can just say sale, whatever. So we'll have community chat. And then I think there's one other one she had the way I liked, there's like a feed, and I've not set it up correctly that we're able to do that yet, or it might be that we need more members or more commenting. So I will keep you posted. For now, the one chat is totally fine to do that till I figure that out. Absolutely. Anything is fine to share. We're just not going to critique each other yet, unless somebody says, hey, I would like, and I let me say it first because sometimes people are like, oh, yeah, I like this header better, but like, I know it could be better, like a headline for an offer, for example, that kind of stuff. I just want to make sure we're giving the right advice. Outside of that, yeah, encourage each other, support each other, post your wins, post if you have a challenge, post if you feel lost. So I need you guys to use the group because if you're not on the one-to-one plan right now, then that's your group. You're going to just have to use group support because you don't have the one-to-one in that area. If you do have one-to-one with me in another area, but if it has to do with 100K, the more vulnerable you are, the better. Let's all agree, like none of these can be screenshots shared anywhere else. This is confidential. This is a safe space just for us. And I'm not going to share anything unless I ask your permission either. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay, so are you guys ready to, anybody have any money goals that they want to make by June 30th? Or are you guys just getting set up? You want to track
I'm just getting
anything?
set up.
Getting
Okay,
set up.
let's get set up. And then we'll set our July goals. I wrote it all down for each of you too, because it matters to me. And I'll get the 100K organized. I'll ping you and tag you when that's done. In the meantime, I already gave you screenshots where you can get started in the 7-figure club modules. Cool? I'm so
Mm-hmm.
glad you joined. Thank you for the last minute attendance. I super appreciate it. Good to see your faces. Kristen, if you can be on camera next time, it's good to see faces. But if not, we get it when we're on the go. Still better to attend live. And I would put the replay in our group. Okay?
Sounds
Okay.
good. Thank you so
You
much.
guys have a great day. It's so good to
Yeah.
see you.
Bye.
Bye.